Hello, my collective. Let's go ahead and see what is coming forward for you this week. Any messages and or advice. As always, this is a collective message, so please take it as it resonates to you and your situation. Let's go ahead and see. Also, if you are interested in booking a personal with me, the link to that will be in the description box below. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. What do you need to hear? Any messages and or advice when it comes to spirit? What's coming forward this week? What do you need to hear? 3 messages for my collective. All right, we have donations, tithing, charitable work. We have windfall of abundance, and we have take a divinely guided chance. Okay, some of you could be of service this week. I want to reference this in a couple different ways. Like I said, this is collective. Some of you with this donations, tithing, and charitable work, this could mean where it's like time for you to kind of be of service to someone else. And this, I always say, don't expect something in return, but I feel like that will set you up for an opportunity of something that you've been asking for, okay? Whether this be something emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, maybe even spiritually. Some of you may be of work, of donations, of help this week, okay? And this could just be like, being that shoulder to cry on. Somebody's asking for your help in some way, shape, or form, and it's like you're giving them that help, honestly, or only if it is like, you have to give, if that makes sense as well, okay? But some of you may be of help this week to someone else, and I feel like it sets you up for opportunity when it comes into something else. Now, for others of you, this is saying where it's like you've been of donations, you've been of that charitable work, where it's like you've been giving maybe more than what you've been receiving in a couple different places, and it's time for you to make a change. And this could be where it's like, where are you looking for the abundance in a couple different areas, right? Maybe this is one area, but for some of you, it may be in a couple different areas. Like I have been doing, this, that, or the other for so long, and I feel like I'm paying in more than what I'm receiving back. Maybe at a job, maybe in relationships, maybe in just certain life situations. And it's time for you to start thinking about, where are you looking for this abundance to kind of return into you, and how do I make the change? I feel like there's going to be some change that comes forward for some of my collective this week. So again, it is collective, so take whatever side that resonates for you. But I definitely feel like that goes one of 2 ways. For some of you too, I want you, because we have so much third eye crown chakra, I would really like for you guys to really have that sense of envisionment. What are you trying to kind of manifest or bring forward for yourself when it comes into this? That sense of belief, or that sense of feeling and viewing and envisionment of what it is that you're looking for, okay? Let's go ahead and pull a piece of advice for this week for my collective. All right, we have communication. So some of you may be where it's like you're giving some good advice this week, or maybe you're just kind of being that shoulder to cry on in some way, shape, or form. I do feel like whatever this is of service, it's like setting you up for a different opportunity in some place in life. Now, this could be like something that just kind of comes up due to this situation, or this could be like, after this happens, something else comes up for you. I feel like this is going to be a week of like some new connections in some way, like in some place or form. I will say, be careful on your communication, really kind of communicate effectively as well for yourself. Let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards. What is my collective working on this week? We're going to pull 3 oracle cards. 3 oracle cards for my collective. All right, we have illusions, confusion, and it's crazy that's coming over communication. If you need to ask any questions when it comes into some things, do not be afraid to do so, okay? There also could be some sort of communication kind of coming forward for you within this week. If there's like you're waiting to hear from somebody, or you're waiting to hear back about something, maybe some of you, and this is just going to be for some of you, but this could be where it's like maybe you were kind of like, maybe it's a friend or maybe a romance of some kind, and it's like where you had confusion, we're kind of bringing that communication in. Or maybe if you're feeling a certain way and you've kind of been holding it back, I feel like there's going to be some conversation. All right, let's pull 3 more cards for my collective. All right, we have Saturn. We have fears coming forward. And then we have present. Okay, and how you have illusions coming out twice? And so when I was talking about the third eye crown chakra, I'm just going to say this as well. I don't want you to focus on your worries. I don't want you to focus on your stresses. And when I say this too, right, when I was talking about third eye crown chakra, I definitely feel like it's time for this sense of envisionment of abundance in one place or another. And maybe this communication could be with yourself as well, where it's like, do not create those restrictions on yourself. With this energy, it's like your fears could be limiting you. They could be like your worries, your fears, your anxiety. I feel like this could be where it's like you're overthinking, or we kind of have a more negative look when it comes into something. And this too could be, again, with this communication coming forward, this could be in a situation, a scenario with a person. Maybe it's like time to have that conversation with spirit as well, where again, maybe you have been of service for too long, right? And it's like, I need you to really ask your guides, your angels, your loved ones, God, whoever it is you connect into, to step forward and really give you that guidance. Because it's like, I feel that maybe some situation could have been happening for so long where it's like, I'm not seeing clearly the way that I should. I want to be able to envision this abundance or this happiness that I've been asking for in some way, shape, or form, but I have some worry towards it. I feel like it's really time for you to start focusing. And I love this. Take a divinely guided chance, and the attracting and present is coming forward, which is all about that abundance, that success. I feel like we could have a different mindset on something or some situation. And it's like this week we're kind of resolving this. Or if you are, within this week, you're really kind of worried about something in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe this is a relationship. Again, this could be so many things, because this is a collective message where it's like you are kind of feeding yourself these delusions or illusions of some kind, where it's like, what if this happens? What if this goes wrong? What if this, that, the other? And that's more of that negative or restrictive thinking. And again, not saying you're a negative person. It's easy to do when we're worried about something. Think about 10 ways that it can go wrong instead of 10 ways that it can go right. I really want you to focus and, okay, I've been of service. I've been paying my dues into certain situations for too long. I have not been able to receive back. It's time for me to be able to receive this. And this week, do not be afraid to speak up for yourself in some way, shape, or form, okay? Because that communication is coming forward. I just feel like it's like, don't focus on the fears, but more focus on what it is you're looking to kind of happen. Because like that's what we're going to attract, this abundance to ourselves, right? Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. We're going to pull 4 tarot cards about what's coming in this week. What are we focusing in on for my collective? We're going to pull 4 tarot cards. All right, it's these 3 cards wanted to fly on out. Wow. We have the Queen of Wands, that confidence, the Page of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And let's just pull one more card, because I was going to pull another. Wow, okay. And then we have the Ace of Wands just sitting right there. Some of you could be starting something new this week that you're really worried about, okay? And for some of you, I definitely feel like this Queen of Wands, I feel like there's a sense where it's like, don't be afraid to be confident. And it's like, when I say this, when I see this Queen of Wands or this fiery energy, okay, I want you to feel powerful in a way. I feel like that's more what it's coming forward as, is like, I want you to feel powerful or confident in whatever this is that you're asking, not to feel fearful, where it's like, you know what it is you're looking for, you believe in yourself. With this Page of Swords, again, this could reference communication. So there could be like some sort of communication financially, or maybe this is in a relationship of some kind. I do feel like there's communication this week that is going to be big. But I also want to say is maybe there's going to be some fears on how long, and this could be where it's like you're waiting to hear back on a situation. Maybe it's been a long time coming, again, with this Page of Swords, because this could be like a little bit of a delay in a situation. But I don't feel like it's like a bad delay. Like maybe you're expecting to pick up on something like pretty easy, right? Where it's like, if you're starting a new job, right? I'm confident and I'm expecting to do this easy, but maybe it doesn't come as fast as you thought it was, or there's some sort of delay, okay? There's communication delay, like something of that, but I feel like it's like, don't allow that to knock your confidence. We also have this 10 of Pentacles and this Ace of Wands. I feel like this week it's like really focus in on your confidence and where it is you're looking to go. For some of you, we're starting something new, but it's for the better. Like I really do feel like there's a sense here for the better. Let's go ahead and pull 3 more clarifying cards. We have that Sun. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. For some of you, I really do feel like some of you are starting something new within this week, or it's like something new is coming in, and maybe it's been a long time coming, because I'm like the Page of Swords could be where it's like a delay, and it could be like a worrisome. I do feel like there's worry that I'm picking up on, but I'm like, there's no need to worry. And I feel like this is because of something new that's coming in. And this could be, again, where it's like you've been waiting to hear back from something, or it's like just been a long time coming. Again, I said this at the beginning, where it's like I feel that some of you guys could be doing like some sort of donational work, something like that. When I say that, it's like being of service to someone else. But I feel for most of you, this is going to be where you've been paying into something for so long. And again, this could be multiple places where it's like we just don't focus in on ourselves as much as we should. And it's like, it's now time for you to get this in return. And so I feel like it's like there's going to be some balance that comes forward. I really want you to really think about the excitement when it comes to this situation with the Sun coming forward. I feel like there's like a sense of freedom, a sense of happiness, a sense of excitement of some kind. And this is kind of crazy to me, but there could be something involving a baby within this week. And not in a bad way. This could be where it's like, I don't know if like somebody is trying to like, somebody that is going to get pregnant, and it's like they're kind of coming out with an announcement, or maybe they're letting you know, like, hey, I'm pregnant. This could be where it's like you maybe are getting pregnant in some way, shape, or form. And I normally don't get into this whole baby stuff, but with this Queen of Wands, the Sun, and this Ace of Wands, I'm like, and then the Ten of Pentacles here, for some reason, I feel like there could be something about pregnancy, or maybe a baby coming into the world of some kind, and there's like somewhere, I don't know, but that's coming out here on the side, and I just feel like if it comes into that, like I could be picking up on that as well. Now, I do feel like there's a sense here where I feel like there's a sense of like having that freedom, okay? I feel like there's a big sense of like freedom. I feel like there is a big sense of like happiness or excitement. And I do feel like there's some balance kind of coming into the situation. So within this week, I do feel like we're kind of like worried about something. We're worried about something of some kind. You could be learning something new as well with this Three of Pentacles, but I feel like you also have the help when it comes into this, okay? I feel like there could be some sort of worry, whether this be worry that's been carried on for a while, or there's like worry going into this week, whatever, but I don't feel like it's like we're ending that way, okay? I feel like it's like where I was worried, I'm not as worried as I was. I'm actually really excited. I'm really focusing in on something else. And this could be where it's like there's something about communication as well. So like there could be some sort of communication that comes in as well. But I think within this week, it's like, do not focus on your worry. Do not focus on your stress. And I think with this donations, tithing, and charitable work, you've been of service for some time, and it's like you're no longer going to be there. And I don't want you to focus on your fears, because that creates restrictions for you. That makes you feel held back. I want you to really focus in on what you're trying to attract for yourself and really feel confident in that, because I do feel like it's like there's something new coming in within this week, all right? I'm sending my collective a lot of love and light, and if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to that will be in the description box below. Take care.